What's going on, good people? Good afternoon, good morning, and good night. I am Dear Me Queen, Queen of Positivity, that's a little ratchet, and welcome to Behind the Pen. I know it's been a minute, but your girl wanted to enjoy the holidays. She wanted to enjoy time with her son. She wanted to enjoy some peace, finally. And she wanted to get a hair did, kind of, sort of, because it's coming out tonight. Anywho, I hope all is well. Happy New Year to the ones who I haven't said Happy New Year to, for the people who are watching this live, for the ones that are going to watch it later. Happy New Year. Happy 2026 and things, because we got some things to do. We got some things to do. I hope that you are building your vision boards. I hope you're writing in your journals. I hope you're getting spiritually connected. I hope you're just finding peace within yourself. I hope and pray that many, many blessings are on their way, and that you enjoy this entire ride of life as 2026 kicks off for you. However, as you know, from time to time I like to do specialty shows. And this is probably one of my favorite shows to do. Um, I've been on a healing journey since I was about 32. Your queen is about to be 40 this year. So I think I am at the completion part of a certain part of my healing journey. I think I'm much better than what I used to be, and who I've become. I'm so proud of. Like, I know my vibe now. I know that I have joy in my life. I have peace in my life. I have good people in my life. And the goal is to keep that energy going. In case y'all couldn't see me, let me get it together. Let me get it together. But this show means a lot to me because it allowed me to be very vulnerable. It allowed me to be transparent, especially when I started the Healing Journey packet. This is actually its third season. The first season was all about me, where I envisioned myself, where I wanted to be, who I was becoming, letting go. I had to let go of a lot 5 years ago. Um, the death of my brother, the death of my fiance, um, dealing with an autistic child, trying to find me again in so many, and been split up so many different ways for so many people. Healing journey looks different for everybody, but I knew I wanted to share mine. I knew I wanted to encourage a mom, a single woman, a person that's wanting to date, a person just looking for self love. I knew I wanted to, share this journey with people. So this is literally his third year. This is my second year bringing guests, and I'm excited. I'm excited about the guest that's coming. I'm excited about the young lady that's about to be with me. We literally met on TikTok, vibing in a room. She came up. She was hella cool. I think after a few visits, I found out she's here in Memphis with me. So it just became an instant friendship. I think the first time I met this young lady, I was going after a podcast situation. It was probably the awards. I think we met for real, at African April just to vibe. And we've been glued to the hip. We've been glued to the phone. We've been transparent of where we are as women and where we want to go as women. And I just enjoy this queen. She doesn't know how much she's mean to me and meant to me just for the last probably 2 years, maybe not even 2 years. But she's grown on me. She's grown with me. She's seen me through some things, and she don't even know that she was helping me heal at the time that I needed it. So I'm gonna stop bragging on her, and I'm gonna bring her up, this beautiful and wonderful and thoughtful woman, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Morgan. Are you up here? Hold on, I got you. See if your mic is on.
Can you hear me? Can you
I
hear me?
can hear you.
Hi there.
Hi, babes.
You're gonna make a girl cry.
No, I'm not trying to do that.
Well, you were I was like, oh no, oh no,
No,
oh
no,
no. Oh, no.
no. The face is Sartee right now. The face is Sartee right now.
Listen, it's you always. You too, because I'm not about to do this with you today. I was like, I'm not about to cry. We're not about to cry on a Monday.
We're not gonna cry on a Monday. We might.
We're
maybe
not gonna cry in a bit. We're gonna cry in a Bentley. We're not gonna cry.
Oh, we're gonna bring
No.
it together because it took me 10 minutes to get this face on.
Exactly. Okay.
Well,
Hi. It's so I know we talked, and I know we've like been on the phone, and I know I just talked to you yesterday. But hi, babe.
hi, babes.
How are you?
I am extra goofy and extra happy and extra
Yeah.
excited. I'm like one of the kids. Like I'm excited.
I can tell. I can definitely tell. I can definitely tell. Like you're giggly today, and I love it.
I am. Look, I realized something earlier today, and we're going to talk about protecting our peace and everything.
Right.
Realize how peaceful I am. I was around my friends at dinner like last year, and I was just looking around, and I was just like, wow, this is 30 plus years of friendship.
Mhm.
And a lot of people can't even say they have 3 years plus friendships.
Right.
I have longevity with people around me that do chin check me when they have to. I have a lot of transparency, and the transparency has been helping me. But right now, I have so much peace.
Mm.
And I think that's been the hardest thing for me to accomplish is to have peace and be happy in myself. And I guess that's why I'm so giggly. I'm happy in myself. I get to do things like this. I get to
Mhm.
talk. I get to, venture out into the healing journey and actually talking about the pros and the cons of it. And I get to do it with a dope person that I talk to all the time. Yes. Ew, pat it on the head. Flip name, flip
Even
name.
though we have locks. Even though ladies and gentlemen, we have locks.
We have locks. We
We
have
have
locks.
locks.
And they colored. Like,
Well,
put the light in your face because we can't see the color, boo. You gotta let the color shine.
hold on. Can you see?
Can you see
it? People can probably see it now because they're trying to a little bit. But hey, we have color in the locks for right now. It's gonna come out.
No.
Yes.
We leave the color.
No, we did. This is not. This is hair added.
Oh no.
Yeah. No. Yes. It's okay. This is just for me to test it out to see honestly if I would still want to do actual color on my locks.
And as you should.
And I want to do it in fall, like fall. I feel like fall would be cute.
Okay, I'll let it be.
Because fall would be like, come on now, burgundy locks in the fall, cute.
These are true.
This cute, really cute.
This is tea.
Really cute.
But I see blind for the spring, but we're gonna talk about
that
later.
We can do blonde. We can definitely do blonde in the spring.
We can do that. So I have to ask you, even though it is healed-ish, it's still behind the pen. I still got to get the behind the pen questions.
Okay.
How are you mentally today? Where are you?
Emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Like you talked about your brother. I had a moment today where I smelled. Okay, this is just weird again for those who have not lost siblings or parents or anyone in your life really, really close. It may be different, but I lost my dad. It'll be 2 years in October. Mm-hmm. And it was weird. I was walking around my apartment and I for an instant smelled like, I don't know if it's aftershave or his it was his aftershave. It was something that was his that I knew immediately. I'm like, oh, wait.
Doing too much. I'm listening.
Okay. No. I was like, no, don't drop. It's okay. No, I smelled like maybe it was Daddy's aftershave. I don't know. Body wash, something. It was his. And for an instant, I smelled it when in my room, and I'm like, I'm like, hi. I'm like, Dad. Okay. I'm like, hi. I'm okay. And the thing is, like, one of my brothers, shared at one point that he had an instance where he smelled something similar before and I was like, and I know that might sound weird. I'm like, no, it's not weird because
is that connection.
We're really going through it right now. So I remember that. it was something so quick, but it got me emotional. And of course, like, you know me, sobbing. Had my little sobbing moment, then I moved. You know.
Well, in those moments, it's a need of release,
Right.
and how you release is it changes. I remember one night, or one day, I was trying to shop for Eric, and I was in Burlington. I'll never forget this shit. I was in Burlington. I was struggling because I didn't know nothing about men's clothes sizes. And I'm like, okay, is this gonna be too big? Is this gonna be too small? What is this? What does this mean right here? What size does this mean? And
Mm.
all of a sudden, I said out loud, I really need my brother right now. And I started boo-hooing. Like, I had to leave the store. And I
Oh my
realized
God.
that's probably the first time I really just grieved. Like,
Yeah.
and when my brother passed, I was focused on making sure the funeral went right, like music wise, because I did not want him to have. I didn't want him showing up in my dreams talking about, hey, what you did with that song was slaw, bro. You had to do better. So I had to make myself. I have to make myself laugh a little bit, but I get it. You know, you get those moments where it catches you. It could be a scent, it could be a conversation, it could be
Yeah.
just a thought, but I understand completely. And you are allowed to have all those moments. That means you are still healing, you are still, processing, and you never really stop. It does get easier. I will say that. I lost my pops 20 some odd years ago. I was 11 when my pops passed. And yes, every day it feel like a brand new day. It feel like
Hmm.
the day after. But with a lot of prayer and just having conversations, keeping those memory alive really does help with the healing journey. Just have
It's
those silly moments to just laugh and be, be with your people. So
but you know me.
I know you.
She's for those that are maybe watching. I'm gonna use your moniker, not your real name. Miss Dear Me, is like the older sister that at least like once every blue moon, as she sips. Hold on, cheers.
Cheers.
She is that older sister that literally will like read you slightly for real. You know, you sometimes have to take it, and you were like, you receive the love and you receive the criticism. Like, okay, I'm listening to it. And then other moments, she's just like she's able to identify something that even I may not even have caught. Even though I think I pride myself on being like really self aware, self aware of a lot of
I'm
stuff.
gonna sip on that comment while she keeps lying to herself. It's okay.
No, hold on. Self aware in the sense of people and being self aware of certain things because of our past experiences. But then I also have to remind myself we have an age gap. So
Yeah.
so obviously I love that I've always said this about you. I love that I can still learn from you. I love that you're okay with my Gemini brain and I like to learn. And you keep my brain like, oh, that's what she meant. Oh, bet. Okay, let me put that in arsenal. Okay, that's what she. Oh, let me add that to the tool belt. I need to make sure I
Not
can.
the tool belt.
Not the tool belt, but hear me out. It's more so like again. There's certain conversations we've had over the last even year
Mm-hmm.
that I really was like, I had to like we had the conversation. I had to sit with myself and be like,
Had to
oh,
marry
you
him.
made sense. You made a lot of sense. I'm gonna listen, or I'm gonna like, that makes sense because it's just in general. It could be just be something that we've had a conversation about, and I've always loved like conversations with you, and I love the fact that like I guess can't you Cancer women, oh, y'all love me, and I love y'all. The Cancer women love me, and I love them.
We love you right where you are. That's the thing about, I'm getting into the whole sign
I'm so
situation.
proud of you.
I'm trying to, because I'm trying to understand me more. I keep hearing that I'm the emotional one,
You are.
that
You
I,
are.
I, I lock into a lot of emotions a lot. And
You
I'm
feel
pretty,
as deeply as I'll put it like this. I'm an air sign. So I'm intellectually, I love being stimulated intellectually. I love being stimulated mentally. I love learning new
Mhm.
things. Like, even when it comes to like when we go into like keeping your peace with your like family, friends, romantic relationships. When it comes to romantic relationship, and you've heard me say this to somebody.
I've heard a lot of your conversations before.
I've said this to somebody before where I was like, this is not enough. Like, you're not giving me what I need to thrive or to continue on in a manner that works for me mentally and I'm asking a lot of you because these conversations are boring. And I was like, this is not, and I don't know how, knowing me, I don't know how I said it, but I know I said it. Something like that. But I will say with cancers, you feel as deeply as a Gemini. And people don't probably think Geminis are very emotional. No, we feel. Like, I feel very, very deeply. That's why I'm very careful with sometimes what I may say, what I do at this point in time in my life, and even more so, I don't crash out. Like 23, 24-year-old me is completely different. Like, she would have held in,
Mm-hmm.
like in, and then she would have exploded.
Right.
Whereas to a 30-year-old me, or 31-year-old about to be 31-year-old me, is like, we need to have this conversation immediately. Let's have this convo. Let's talk about it. What is it? Okay, you're upset. What's going on? But I also have to be mindful, even like with you. Like, if I have to be mindful that just because I'm like, let's talk about it,
Mm-hmm.
you're not like that. You need time. We're like,
I have to process.
yeah, we both have to process. Me and you both have to process.
I have to. Look, I tell my boss, and I love my boss so much. She understands me. She was giving me a lot of information at one time that she wanted to see us do with the school and all that good stuff. And I said, if you just give me 20 minutes to process, I got you. But right now, I don't understand anything. That's just this conversation. I heard you, but I didn't hear you. I
My
did
brother
not.
just sent me a message.
What happened?
My brother just
What did you say?
okay, if you see this, I love you.
Hey, shout out to brother.
I love you.
Matt. Hi, I'm Dear Me. It's nice to meet you.
No, don't. And then, sir, don't do me like that. You're supposed to love me.
I'm scared of what he said now.
So he was like, okay, so yes, you are though, but I'm your sister. So I'm a Gemini. Like, we feel very deeply. We're very loving, very caring. And the same thing goes for cancers. But I'm sorry, he just threw me.
Is he a Cancer?
No, that's the thing.
Oh no.
No, and okay, so my brothers are Aries. They're Aries men.
Are you okay? Are you okay? I need to be asking you, cause them Aries.
Okay, but hear me out. I think for me, because they're my brothers, and also again, like you know about my family, so there's an age range.
Mm-hmm.
But the one I'm texting right now, I'm sorry, because he stopped texting. Okay, the one I'm Antoine. Okay, okay, so professional voice.
Professional voices.
Professional. My brother does this to me all the time. No, but he I don't even. He's protective. He's always been protective. Now I know fire signs are fiery, but I don't see that side of him because again, my relationship with my brothers are completely different than like their significant others. So, and granted, again, like I said, there's a bit of an age gap, but with this particular one who's watching the podcast, he's my like and I think I will publicly say this, and I hope I don't make anyone feel any type of way when I say this, and I think I privately might have said this to his wife, but he's been the best emotional support, and I hope if you do see this, I hope you know that Like you're like it wasn't easy, honestly, growing up with him. I feel like I was more like his baby than his sister, and then I got to be like his little sister.
That's my brother too. My oldest brother
So
treated me
yeah,
like a baby.
I am his baby. Like he's like what? But he was always the emotional. Like he is not even was he is the emotional, like supportive man in my life, minus a couple others. But
Incredible.
he's one of the emotional supportive men in my life.
Mhm.
And I will always appreciate him and love him for that. It's not, and it's easy. It's weird to say that, but again, I just he's the emotional support. One of the emotional supportive men I've had, and I'm grateful to have him in my life. Even though you used to like bully me, be mean with the freaking TV, because he had this where he would do this TV, like he would literally take my remote and like turn off my TV.
Ma'am, ma'am,
Okay,
come back. Let him be.
a little
Come
more.
in the front.
He came all the way to the front, like,
Hey, come into the front. Come into the front.
30-year-old me, come back.
If you're just joining us, welcome to the Queendom. I am your host, Dear Me Queen, Queen of Positivity. That's a little ratchet. And this is our special show for the next couple of weeks called Healed Ish. Healed Ish is going to be a variety of things. Tonight, we are talking about protecting your peace. Now, we kind of got started on it. We were talking about the relatives. So I think we're going to stay right there for a minute. So,
Mhm,
Morgan, when it comes to the family,
mhm,
when it comes to family,
mhm, and
and when it gets a little uncomfortable, and we all have those moments where we get uncomfortable with our families,
mhm.
from the 20-year-old you into the 30-year-old you, how have you arranged boundaries between your families and your needs? Do you think you've done it effectively? Do you think you're just starting?
Um, okay, so the dynamics are very different
Mm-hmm.
between me and my siblings
Mm-hmm.
versus like me and my mom
Mm-hmm.
versus me and my sister-in-laws or my nieces and my nephews. And 20-year-old me, she internalized. 20-year-old me didn't speak up, no matter if it was my brothers, my sister, my mom, my dad. Um, she didn't speak up a lot. She didn't know how. I grew up in an internalized household. So I grew up where emoting wasn't good. Communicating your feelings wasn't good. So you keep all of that inside. It comes out in other ways. Like I know how to emote. You gonna feel me get angry. You're gonna feel it. Like I definitely am in that. Have been in that space. But if I look back at 31-year-old me, no, it's it's still kind of difficult. Like
Mm-hmm.
it I get it gets like a it gets like a little wedge. Like it's hard at times to figure out how to communicate,
Mm-hmm.
when to communicate.
I think that's both of us, honestly.
Mhm.
I think as young Black women, let's be real, we're not really taught how to talk,
Yeah.
but we're taught to shut down. And
Oh.
I think it's a
Ooh.
situation that is intentional. I think it's generational. Um, Building a safe space where you can be, full communication with, your parents and with your cousins. I honestly feel, well, with the cousins is one thing, with your parents,
Mhm.
learning where to blur the line between me being an adult and me being respectful can be
Mhm.
so. Like you said, I was built to shut down. In my family's eyes, it looked like I was being strong. It wasn't being strong. I just didn't know how to communicate how I was feeling.
Do
I
you
Go ahead.
Because I'm asking myself this while asking you this at the same time. Do you feel like, I don't necessarily think I was looked at as being strong. I'm the youngest sibling. I'm
That
the
too.
like I like literally like I'm the youngest out of five, and with all of them,
Mm-hmm.
minus myself, and just saying it like that, we all got different versions of our parents. We
Fact.
all got our dad especially. We got different versions of our dad.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to how we all were raised or how we communicate, I think we have all done really, or I would say, I can't, I'm gonna speak for my one brother in particular because that's the one I kind of know
Mm-hmm.
a little bit more. Um, I feel like observing him and his wife, or just observing him because he's my brother and I'm his baby, and he knows because he sees me. I know I will say it like this. I guess the question I'm trying to ask is maybe it's not necessarily being strong, but do you feel like your voice didn't matter, or do you feel like your voice was invisible? Like I sometimes wonder, do my
Hmm.
family members look at me as your voice is invisible because you didn't say much growing up, or people didn't know how it was, growing up in separate households. We are part of a blended family, but we all grew up differently. In the i.e., we all got our dad differently. Like I got the 45-year-old version of him.
Yeah, I got like the
Everybody else got different versions, because they came along differently. He was different in all different. He I think your parents overall are different when you start having them versus you know what I mean, like when you have
right,
them at the age that you have them.
right.
I guess I hope I'm answering your question, but I guess
Good.
I guess
No.
that's the question to ask you. Like, do you feel like, because me and you had those conversations before where we're like, or when I've heard you say that before, where you feel like you were looked at as strong, but do you also feel like your voice was silenced, even in the sense of being strong?
I don't think it was intentional. It
Right.
was everybody dealing, like going back to the whole grief situation too. Like I try to
Mhm.
give accountability to myself, but I also do accountability to everybody else around me because I was like the baby. Somebody should have came and checked on me or something.
Yeah.
But my silence and the fact that it took so long for me to even grieve in front of my family was
Mm.
seen as, oh, she's strong, she's holding it in, she's good, like she's all right. In actuality, I'm 11 years old and don't know how to mentally process that I will never see my father again.
Yeah.
I processed through writing,
Mhm.
and that's when I really realized how that pen became mighty. I needed some type of outlet for myself that was safe. Because at that moment in time, no shade to my family, no shade to anybody, I did not feel safe with my family when it came to my emotions. So my journal, my pen became my everything. I told that thing everything. I didn't know how to ask questions because I felt like I wasn't allowed. That was the old me now. That was young me, little me, 11-year-old me, young girl me, still trying to figure out life. As I got older and as I became, a young lady, 15, 16, 17, we're not asking questions, we're exploring now. But we
Yeah.
are exploring with no leash. Let's put it that way. We are exploring literally on our own because in everybody's eyes, Erica don't do nothing. I can say my real name. Erica don't do nothing. Erica's quiet. Erica is to herself. She like to be in her room. She reads books. In actuality, Erica's wild out on the other end with nobody looking at her and nobody to talk to her. It was a lot of questions that I had, but I just didn't know how to ask them. So I say that was portrayed.
Mhm.
It was really portrayed as she don't say nothing, she's okay. I wasn't. If I look at my 15-year-old self versus my about to be 40-year-old self,
Yeah.
I'm okay. And it took a very long time for me to find ways to be okay. Um, I'm glad I went through what I went through because I'm able to verbalize what was going on back then now. So it won't happen again. So I won't put the same pressure on my son to be quiet. No, I need
Mhm.
I need to hear your voice. I need to hear how you feel about things. Um, I call it the generational trauma. of not talking, because I honestly feel it is something that is not meant to be taught, but it get accidentally taught to the girls.
It,
I feel like it does. Maybe it's a different perspective from you.
well, so you're just making sure I hear that. You're saying that you feel like we are
Taught.
to be quiet. Yes. Oh, 100% yes. I'm not allowed to tell you how I feel. I'm not allowed to speak my mind. I'm not allowed, nor is it safe to actually tell you something. Like I actually had a moment this past weekend with my mom, where I literally, because she got me something for my birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and I forgot to talk to her about it. But there were other things going on that
Yeah.
I didn't immediately go like, let me get to her, and tell her da 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 da. And I remember having to go back and tell her fully, like, my innate nature sometimes with you sometimes is to lie.
What?
Hold on.
Hello?
Let me finish. Let me finish. Okay.
Hello?
The innate nature, no, at 30, like, oh, let me not tell, let me this, let me pacify. Let me tell you that I did this, but oh, wait, mom, I didn't do this. I guess the way I want to look at it is like, the way I look at it is not pacifying. It's more so like I was trying to not cause more emotional harm, because I know if I even tell you the truth, your reaction is not going to be good. I'm still gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get yelled at. So why do I need to tell you, like, really what was what? Like, no. And I told her, like, no, like, I went into a pattern that I did when I was a teenager, like, that quickly. And I was like, oh, you did that because of this. Well, Morgan, why didn't you? Then we have a whole spill of, why didn't you like this? Or why did you do that? And then I'm like, do you really want to know?
Like, I can lie to you and make you feel better.
No, it's not about lying.
You look at me differently. Like,
it's not even about lying to make you. I think it's not even about lying to make you feel better. It's the fact that I know
the reaction.
I know the reaction, and I know. And that goes with anybody. If you really, really know your parents, you know your siblings, you know your boyfriend, your girlfriend, fiance, wife, whomever, you really know a person for years. There's sometimes we just innately will do something because we know the reaction isn't going to be good. Now, I did me and her patched it up and everything. We had the conversation, but I brought that up to say, like, I reverted back to something that I did as a child that quickly, because I was like, I didn't feel safe even at a little bit in that moment. Did not feel safe enough to say or lay out something truthfully to her and just let her emote and deal with the emotions. Because sometimes, again, the reactions, I don't want to do it. I don't want to deal with the reaction. I don't want to deal with that. So, and that's bad. Oh, I know that's like bad to say that, but that's not even me being self-aware enough to be like, to really look at myself and say, oh no, you did that because you knew from past experiences. You're gonna get in trouble anyway.
Right. And we're adults.
Might as well. Don't get in trouble. I'm gonna get in trouble. Like, I'm gonna get yelled at. I don't want to get yelled. I already am gonna get yelled at. Like, I got yelled at anyway. But then she was like, so why did? Then we had to have another conversation. Like, why did you do it? Okay, we have that conversation, and we're good now. We're good now. But it was just like, it's that innate pat. Like I think that is, women are taught to be silenced, or even more so, not to speak, or not to feel comfortable enough to emote what they really need to say, and not also take on the burden of your parents' emotions.
Yes.
I take on the burden of her. not to say that in an ugly manner, but I say that genuinely because I've had to learn through therapy. I have my mother wounds. I have my father wounds. I have my sibling wounds. I have, that I've told you so many things. like I know myself enough to know when it comes to being healed-ish. Yes, I'm healed-ish, but I had to work through a lot of things and actually face them and sit with myself. I don't think a lot of people, this is the question. Do you feel like as Black women, all generations, mine, yours, ours, ours.
Stop making me think I'm older, like I'm in my 50s, Bookie. I'm knocking at 40. I'm waiting to let the door up. They're like, I'm
age. You know you're the same age as it's me than him. So yeah, I know. So we're in the same decade. So do you feel like as Black women, in a sense, we weren't taught to honestly sit with ourselves, and even more so sit with ourselves and be okay with the reaction of another person?
Exactly.
Am I
You make sense.
okay?
Got it. Growing up in any generation, it was silence. It was taught that you had to be a good wife, you had to be a good mother, you have to be a good sister, you had to be a good to something else. But when it comes to the duration of us, we were not taught to take care of ourselves like we supposed to. We weren't taught to talk things out emotionally. It's like emotions were stripped from us until we got older and into the world. That wasn't a factor that kind of mattered in our world. And we have to regain that in some kind of way to say that I'm not being loud. I'm not just being loud to be loud. I'm literally being loud because I need somebody to hear me. I need you to understand what I'm saying. Talk to me and not sit there and push me to the side or just like, oh, she just going through her emotions today. Let her go through it and be done with. No, sweetheart, I need results after I speak to you. That's where I am in life. But because our mothers weren't given that chance, our aunties weren't given that chance. No. Their mothers, their aunties, their cousins, their female cousins were not given that chance. It becomes a generational situation until you say you want to break the curse. Like we're trying to break the curse of not saying what's wrong. We're trying to break the curse of having the conversations that are hard, but they're adequate to our healing. We're breaking that curse, but we're making everybody uncomfortable because that means you have to bring up the past.
I think you have to, and that's the thing about bringing up the past. It's not.
Say it. Find it.
Because bringing up the past does not mean. No, you know what? I can't even say that. Fuck it. I was about to say something. I'm like, no, Morgan, that's not even the truth. Because I know I've been in there. I've been in those shoes. I've been in those shoes of I've sat and had hard conversations with my dad, hard conversations with my mom. Like, you know, the reaction that I get from both of them, in a sense, at one point was, we did the best we could. Hold on, I'm like okay, and then for me, it's like, you did the best
you could.
But I'm sitting in there. I'm sitting in therapy. Let me find it. Jesus. I'm sitting in therapy at 23 because I knew I was tired of not being able to. I literally walked into my therapist's office and literally said, I think the first time I met her at 23, I am tired of being unhappy. I'm tired of not being able to communicate, or I'm just tired. I'm not happy right now. I don't know I'm not happy. And I found her. Look, I looked there. I said, Black female therapist. And I tried. The first one I found is the one I've been with since 23. She has seen me like at 23 to almost 30, almost 31. Mm-hmm. In 2 years, it'll be a decade that I've been with her.
Yes, for
so like, yes for therapy.
Yes for therapy.
Or it's just like when like. I just feel like personally when I hear with parents, like, yes, you did everything you could, but it doesn't make it right. Like, the 30-year-old version of me wants to protect her little 5-year-old self, the 15-year-old self, the 25-year-old self, hell, the 29-year-old self.
Mm.
The little girl that wasn't protected, the little girl that wasn't emotionally protected, even down to my brothers and my sister. Man, if I could just, and I'm the youngest, and I'm the shortest too, brother, when I tell you, all I want to do sometimes with my brothers and my sister, like just in general of them as individuals, I want to protect them. Like when they say the youngest is the one that observes a lot, and the one that's like I just want to take a, because I want to protect the little version of them, and it's nothing against, and I know they can take care of themselves, and I know that if they see this, like I know they can I know y'all can take care of yourselves, but it's just an innate nature to.
I want to do it for you. I want to
take, like, little older me wants to go protect little me and my little siblings at all different ages, because I know they went through different experiences. Mm-hmm. I know I went through a lot of things. I want to protect, and I think innately, because we've had a conversation about, being a mom before, mm-hmm. and there's a lot of there's a lot of different variables with me, and me not have. Well, no, there's no.
She's finding it. She's finding it.
I think I was like, hold on, we don't have kids just because we don't have kids. I still get asked, why do you want kids? And I'm like,
you're still finding that.
We're still finding that. But when it comes to like just like protecting my siblings and myself and boundaries from 20 to 30, like to tie it all up, I'm very proud of where I stand today.
Right.
Because 23-year-old me, 20-year-old me, mm-hmm. she couldn't communicate. I would have exploded. I would have said, listen, 12-point font, MLA with references, like MLA with references, 12-point font, everything. Mm-hmm. To my brother, to my mom, to anybody at one point in time, to my ex-boyfriend at the time when I just got into therapy, like to the person that I dated after him, that person, in my 20s. Mm-hmm. Like, I definitely know communicating wise, like, no, like,
right.
I'm very proud of who I am today because she can communicate effectively. I have restraint, I think. And that's sometimes the problem too. Sometimes I feel like I have too much restraint because I know if I say something crazy, mm-hmm. there's no going back because I'll take it to hell. Like I literally chat GPT, or I literally will call you, or I will call all the I literally I called at one point last year, I called every friend I could think of one day because I got that mad. And I knew if I said anything to that one person that triggered that,
you would have
you would have went off.
It would have bail money ready. Just
it's not even like low. No, it's not even. It's verbal bail money because I'm not physically going to do anything. Verbally, I will gladly try. Like I will take it to hell. But that's one another thing too. Like when you talk about boundaries, even with family, I have restraint. Mm-hmm. I have restraint because I genuinely know if I go there, I'm going to hell. You're laughing, Erica.
We're gonna move on, guys. But we say that because we know it won't be just you going; it'll be everybody in you that they pissed off. Mm-hmm. The child, it'll be the toddler, it'll be the teenager, it's gonna be the young 20-year-old, all coming at them with Rambo energy.
And they're not, and then even more so, it's because sometimes we might have not had a conversation.
That part.
Sometimes I might even still today not feel comfortable communicating. Mm-hmm. Like if I could sit and have certain conversations with people, trust me, I would. But I don't know if they're ready. And it's no, and I mean that genuinely. Like genuinely, are you ready?
They're not ready.
Have those combos. Because if you're not, because having uncomfortable conversations mm-hmm. leads to a breakthrough. The reason my dad and I were like this, like this, before he passed was because genuinely in my 20s, I sat with that man and had some very uncomfortable conversations to the point that when I told my then boyfriend just small things, he was like, "You told him that?" Yes. I asked him questions. I wanted to know. I'm not afraid to ask questions because I want to understand.
Right.
I think that's the only thing, honestly, with communication and boundaries. Boundaries are meant to keep you in my life. They're not meant to keep you away from me. They're meant
But
to say, "Hey, I love you. I want you here. I
this
need
is
you
why
here.
we're talking.
This is why we're talking." I
This is
would like for
what
us to at least communicate and move forward. Now, again, you know me. I'm more like, let's talk about it. Let's figure it out. I'm here. I'm ready. But
Mhm.
other people are not like me. So I have to give people space. But people have to be ready to have uncomfortable conversations. And sometimes vulnerable, uncomfortable conversations can lead to the most beautiful, I think,
Mo-
dynamics with
and it
people.
does. And
Yeah.
then it opens up a space between both of y'all that is safe.
Mm-hmm.
It opens up a balance that they probably wouldn't had if they did not have the uncomfortable conversations. Sometimes the uncomfortable conversation is a test of trust. Like, can I trust
Ooh.
you with this?
Yeah. I mean, can
And
I trust you to be vulnerable?
mhm, can I trust you? Can I be vulnerable with you?
Listen, can we be vulnerable together? And hey, can you take my vulnerability and really honor it?
Right.
Can you really on no, can you no
Can
genuinely,
you
can
protect?
you honor that? Protect me.
Can
And
you
I
protect
emotionally
that?
protect what we just went through, this conversation we just had. Can you protect that? Can you honor that and not share that with anybody? Can you
Right.
honor that enough to be it's also, it goes into the sense of the your integrity, your character, your morals, how you move as a person. Like I tell anybody, when I share something with you, this is between me and you. Please keep this between me and you,
Right.
because that's my boundary to say, like, I'm being vulnerable with you in this moment and I'm trusting you with this information. So do not make me regret trusting you with
Right.
this information. Like I'm genuinely, like I'm a very, you know, I'm a very genuine person.
Until you cross me, and I'm like, hold
Until you cross me in the until you cross me up, piss the fuck up. Okay. I'm mad. I'm mad. And then I'll be like, okay, I'll be mad. And I'm like, okay, Morgan can count to 10. Um, I don't like, I really try. That's the other thing too. Like, I think, girl, I don't know if this happened to you too. Cause oh no, I know it did. I know it did. But I feel like I don't want to crash out. Like that's so much energy. I don't want to. I don't. There's so much energy in crashing out. I'm not saying you can
Oh,
politely do it,
I'm
but I
done.
feel like sometimes there's so much energy in crashing out. So like boundaries overall, vulnerability, boundaries overall. It's being vulnerable. It's being accountable. It's your integrity. It's your morals. It's your character. And if you can't respect my boundaries or respect what I'm asking of you, then you don't need to be in my life.
So you just answered my next question. What do you do when boundaries are crossed? It's going to come a time
Mm-hmm.
for everybody. As
Mm-hmm.
much as you set them, as much as you have a conversation,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I told you that this bothers me. You're seeing
Mm-hmm.
what bothers me.
Mm-hmm.
You have that secondary because you're trying to give them grace.
Right.
After your boundaries are just completely disrespected,
On the second term,
on the second time, what do you do? Is it time to peace out or is it time to have another conversation? And this goes for relationships, friendships, kinships, the ships that sail. It goes for every ship in your life because if one ship gets away with it and the other was it doesn't, then you're gonna have conflict within yourself because you allowed it one time, but you didn't allow the
Mhm.
person, and then you see the confusion that
No, no,
happens.
but I feel like it depends on the. So in that sense, maybe it depends on the relationships.
Okay.
Like I will say this. Um, I feel like, can you repeat the question?
When your boundaries are crossed
Mm-hmm.
and you've given chances for
Mm-hmm.
the person to fix the boundaries, do
Mm-hmm.
you continue the relationship? Or do you say, okay, you're not respecting what I'm asking you to do, especially on the second time? Like you're gonna give them grace. They're gonna
Mm-hmm.
be awesome. They're still not doing what you asked for. They're not complying. What do you do next?
Complying sounds like control. Okay, so comply to me sounds more like control. I don't know why that's the word that comes to my brain, or mind at first. Um, if they're not doing what I need them to do, we can have a conversation. After that conversation, actions speak louder than words, and I mean that wholeheartedly. The best apology is changed behavior. If
These are
you don't,
these are facts.
no, because and like when I think of that, I therapy really did a number on me in my earlier 20s into my late 20s because I was in those two major relationships.
Right.
And I genuinely feel like I went through so much. Um, I went through so much that I literally hear my therapist telling me, like, even now, Morgan, if you're going to stay, you have to forgive.
Right.
Morgan, if you are going to be, like, stay in a romantic relationship, stay in that friendship, you're going to have to forgive and move on. But it's also how you move on, how you repair the relationship, and how you move forward. I feel like, in the grand scheme of the question, I think a conversation is warranted. Now, once we have a conversation, because I've done this before, once I've had a conversation with you,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to observe your behavior after that. Your actions will tell me if you really want to continue here and be in, us for us to be close, or us for not to be close.
They're gonna make a decision emotionally anyway. They're,
I-
if it's intentional.
If
Um,
people really want to be in your, and I don't know if this is cliche to say it again, like, if people really want to be in your life, wouldn't you really want to do the work to be in that person's life? Why are you wasting like like why are you wasting time if you really don't want to be here? And I
it's
mean that from friendships, family, romantic relationships, anything. Actually, like I j- I don't have to, don't waste my time. That's an insult to me
true.
personally. Like wasting my time is an insult. So and I,
So when
and I can and I can go besides romantic relationships now.
yeah,
Like
we
that's
go deeper than
goes besides
like
romantic relationships.
romantically, you really trying to figure out, do I want to deal with you for the rest of my life? Like, are you really finna be here tomorrow? Like that type of energy I have with that.
Listen, like, listen? Are you really like for real? Though? Do you really like? Not even that. Do
Are
you
you
really?
getting
Wait, say that again.
like are you getting dinner? Am I going to feed you? Like it really
Do
be
you
on
really like? Yo, do you really like me for real? Like,
no.
do you know, genuinely? Do you really like me for real? To literally get my favorite tea or make. Oh, I'm gonna use my brother as an example, and you're still watching this. I love you. Because I'm gonna use this example, and I hope you show this to my sister. Um, well, my sister-in-law, his wife.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget, and I don't think they understand, even though I know they've been married for a long time, and I know it, and I know, it didn't just come, like it didn't just come around, like it took time, but I genuinely don't think people understand the small things,
Mm,
like he made her tea order at home. That's so simple, but it's so meaningful.
oh,
Small things matter. Little things matter. That's how you little things, little your needs, their small met needs, to me, observing their marriage, observing our dad's marriage to my mom, observing all of my friends that are in relationships or who are single,
Mm-hmm.
small things matter.
It's the details.
Like the details matter.
It
Um,
does.
you actually genuinely liking me, like as a person, like i.e., like my brother making his wife a, her tea, your favorite tea. Granted, it might have taken some years, but it's for me, as his little sister, watching my brother do something. Not, it may seem small, but it's not small.
It's not. It
It's
means
it's like, oh, you like me for real.
you
Oh,
paid
you're paying
attention.
attention to me for real.
Yeah.
And I don't think, and I think like being the single, being the single parent, being the single, the single.
I swear.
No, being the single, like being, just observing them now after being 2 years single, it's just like still, just still, I observe more than anything, but the small things matter, little things matter, even in friendships. Knowing your friend's favorite color, their tea order, their coffee order, what their favorite animal is, even your guy friends. I know for us girls that
Yeah.
we have guy friends. We need to know small things about them. We don't need to know everything, but
I don't
they
even
just
know.
are, huh?
Look, I don't need to know everything. I
I
need to
don't
know.
need to know everything. I don't want no. You already told me enough. I don't need to know everything. But I'm just saying, like I love, at least for me. Like for me, I want to show up for people that genuinely show up for me. I want to give you the love that I genuinely want to get out for myself. I want you to return the favor. I want you to be reciprocal. I want you to love me the way better yet, I want to be loved, seen, heard, and valued the
Facts.
exact way that I'm trying to learn how to love you platonically, romantically, familially. So that means if I ask, even now at 2026, asking my brothers, like, what's your favorite color now?
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite team still? This, it's just, or my sister-in-laws or my sister, even like, what makes you smile? What makes you happy?
I think you got to
Um,
in here saying what's my favorite color.
who?
Somebody in a comment saying what's
Wait,
my favorite
wait, I can't even. Hold on, let me see who it
in
is.
the comments.
I
I don't
can't
know.
even see the comment. Where is
It
the
looks
comment?
like hold on. I don't know who that is.
Oh my goodness, let me see if I can. I want to see. Hold on, this is. Can you tell me the name?
Little Rio. I think it's up. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to see.
Reveal yourself. Oh
Please.
Lord, it's Cash.
Oh
It's
my goodness.
Cashmere. He
I'm
wants nothing.
well. No, no. You. I hope you can see my face now because he was being very demanding yesterday. I didn't let him see my face at all on TikTok. But no, it's just like I want to learn things like about people. The people in my life, I genuinely want to know about you. I want to learn. I want to learn and know things about you because I value that in our friendship. I value that in my family relationships. I value that in my friendships. Like I want to know small things about you because and the deeper things, of course, but I genuinely want to know you. I want to know who you are. Like just same conversation that we had with Cash and everybody else in that TikTok live one day when I genuinely said, like, I'm at a point in my life where not even a point in my life, that's period. I want to know you. Tell me about you. And that goes into boundaries. What are your boundaries? What do you like? What do you dislike? Who are you?
What kind of attitude you really have when
Oh
it comes
yeah.
to me? How much are you
You-
enduring? When it
Like, or better yet, do you really like me for real, or do you just want the totality of who I am? Do you like my spirit? Do you like my personality? Do you genuinely like me, or is it because I can bring or give you something? Because another thing with boundaries is discernment, and you have to be very mindful of
right.
who you give your energy to, and even more so, um, are people really trying to get at you or like talk to you or come to you in a space where it's like I really like you for you or just like what you can give me.
But isn't that part of discernment when you have to figure out who is really here for you and who's really here for something from you? Do you feel?
I feel like in this, in a sense, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like discernment to me, and you know the prayer I prayed. Like discernment is, Lord, please remove this person if he is not for me. And that happens. That really happens. If you pray that prayer, you got to be very careful with like praying like that, because you like it will happen.
Mm-hmm.
But in discernment, I feel like I'm not answering the question. Can you repeat the question?
You are answering the
I,
question.
I don't feel like
Well,
because I don't feel like I am. Can you repeat the question?
but based like to me, like when I say a spirit of discernment, I feel like my discernment tells me from time to time, yes, it's
Mm-hmm.
be on point, and sometimes be like, no. But I feel like my discernment sometimes tells me when a person is really genuinely here for me and when they're actually trying to get something out of me. At this age in my life, at this point of my life, I feel like my discernment has shifted. It used to be, I just see person for who they are and I can make the decisions of if I like what I see and I'll stay. If I don't like what I see, I'll distance myself. Now my discernment is more of I can feel that you're not going to be good for me. I
Mm-hmm.
that you're not about to be what you say. The first I call it the 30-day trial period when you're
Mm-hmm.
talking to me. And
Mm-hmm.
all those promises and all the things you want to do for a good woman and all that stuff. And then that 31-day hit and it's time to pay up, you switch up your lingo.
It's
So
not even 30 days.
it's not
Listen.
even 30 days.
No, because listen, I don't know if she's in here. Matter of fact, let me. Oh Lord, who is this?
Better say what you got to say. It's a shout.
Hold on. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh, okay. I'm getting okay. I was like, okay, he's good. Um, I think like I don't know if she's in here, so I don't know if she'll see this. So, but I will mention this to her face to face.
Oh wow.
No, because this like she's told me like everybody. I don't know why everybody always tells me like I know you get dates.
I wish I can get that same vibe. They must know I'm single.
I'm
They
like,
know
what do
I'm alone.
like, what do you mean? Like, no, no, I literally had someone say that what last month, and I was at the gym. We were just chopping it up. Me, my homegirl, and him. We were just chopping it up, and it's someone that we used to always see at the gym. And he was like, "I know you get dates," and I'm like, "Okay, like, why do you think I just get dates, babe? Like, why do you think just okay? I do, yes. Like, or when I was actively like on my dating app
Mm-hmm.
and all of that, like yes, I get dates, or like I go on dates, but it doesn't go past the first date. And sometimes that's a good thing.
Right.
Sometimes that is a good thing. Like especially with the last one, like I told you what happened with that one,
Yeah.
and yeah, and it was just like we're okay. We're just not going like there were certain things that were said that it's just like I wish him well, and it's just like listen, I go on a first date, but I don't know, I just feel like I'm the one that goes on dates. Like yeah, I go on dates and stuff, but it doesn't necessarily go anywhere. Like again, I feel like what I've noticed too
Mm-hmm.
is with discernment, and even more so just how I'm operating right now. Like I'm meeting I meet a lot of people. I'm a friendly person. The downside of being extroverted.
So
So
friendly. I'm so outgoing.
that's how I'm going. And because I am. Like I genuinely am. It's I think the other side of being extroverted and also being friendly is you meet a lot of different people, but also you meet people that you're interested in, but they're not in the same space as you. And you have to deal with that too.
But that's common for me. They're never in the same space that I am.
Honest,
Not for real. Like,
really?
but like,
Really?
real.
Really? Really? Hold on. Let me take
Okay, so boom. Let me plead my case. Let me plead my case.
my glasses on because I can't see. I'm blind.
Ah! And you got a comment in the bottom too. But I feel like because I'm on this path of being very selfish, and the point that I would love to have the conversations with somebody, but I don't want to seriously date anyone. I don't mind going out for a drink. I don't mind going out to eat, but I seriously do not want to date. But yet, when I say I seriously don't want to date, I start getting people who want to date me. And then when I say I want to date and I actually put in an effort, I get the jokers
They
that's
don't
mad.
want.
They don't. So I'm like,
They
maybe
don't
one
want
day
to date.
it's like
Ah.
it's 6, 7. Like, should I just should I just say I don't want nobody so somebody come knock on my door? I don't know. Do I need to think the opposite? But at this point now that I have this clarity about myself, about
Mhm.
some things that I want for myself, I'm told people I just don't feel like explaining myself to nobody for the 1,500th time to say, what's my favorite color? What kind of coffee? I don't feel like going through the motions. I don't. I want to be mentally free. I want to be able to indulge in things I want to indulge in because it's the first year I honestly feel like I can fully take care of myself. It's
Mhm.
the first time. It's the first time I'm worried about what's going on with Eric or how do I need to help my mom today. I don't have to think of nobody's unhealed child that's coming to me that's draining me of my energy because that does. I don't want nobody unhealed savory. I don't want that. I want somebody who can match my energy. I want somebody who can put back into me that I give into them. I,
Exactly.
at this point in my big girl life, I feel like I deserve that.
You do.
I
You
deserve it.
you deserve, like, you deserve the man that will pour into you. That will, let me take off my glasses because I feel like, okay. I feel like, because I really just feel like I look better without it right now.
Ah, now she having a cute moment, Brian trying to give me advice. This is
Yeah,
hilarious.
it's just like the glasses, not glasses right now. But no, in all seriousness, like, you, because I'm talking to you, talking to me,
Mm-hmm.
and to you. You deserve the man that will make you feel seen, heard, valued, loved, appreciated, cared for. You will be in your soft girl space. You will be in your soft girl era. You'll not, and not in a negative way, but I mean that this man will bring out the little girl in you. And I've only experienced that one time.
Me too.
Not
See,
even one time, not one time per se, but I've experienced that, and I know what that feels like now.
mm-hmm.
I, I can't, I won't. Like, I can't, I don't feel like I can just, like, when you experience a person being able to make you go back into your little girl space or your little boy space, why would you settle?
That part.
Even if it's, now here's the thing, even because I'm still blind. I'm still blind. Without her contacts, but I have to wear glasses. Now, even still, like, that can be your friendships, that can be your family members, that can be your, your friend, like, pouring back into yourself, loving on yourself, yes. Having family members and friends that do that for you, yes. But I know you've experienced what it's like to literally be like the little girl,
Oh
like
yeah.
little Erica. Like, he sees little Erica and big Erica. Like, when you experience that,
You don't want anything
I
else.
don't want that.
You
I
don't.
don't I don't want anything else at this current point. Like, I know what it's like to experience that, and I'm grateful for that experience. But I genuinely understand, like, now, no, that's the type of person that that's the man I need. I need the man that wants to make me feel seen, heard, valued, and cared for, and wants to, that the men that really get it are the men that probably have been that do that for.
Right.
their wives or their girlfriends or their fiancés or vice versa with the women with men or whatever your sexual orientation is or how you identify. But your partner in general, when you pour into your partner and you make them feel seen, heard, and valued, you unlock the little person in them. They're not.
When I say the giddy is giddy,
When I say brain is off,
off.
Like when I say like so comfortable, don't have to say nothing, don't have to do nothing, just
That part.
that.
I
Like
want to feel the energy I used to feel when I'm around the man that I know I'm safe with, and I just fall.
mhm.
Do you
Oh,
know the level?
you know what? Like, and this goes back to one of my good guy friends because he and I had a conversation. He said or better yet, not even yet the conversation. He just made me realize that none of the people that liked me for real.
Right. Ooh.
He made me like we had a real like homeboy to homegirl conversation,
Mhm.
and I really I still sit with that conversation now, like the fact that I know in my head at times like, nah, I don't think you really liked me like that for real. Like you just wanted to experience me.
Right.
I was someone that you want to experience who I am, not really know like
The
the
totality
totality of who I am. And with women, I think a lot of women now have found like, oh, if I can't find that in a partner, I'm gonna find that in my friends.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna pour into themselves, you know, like that. And with you, Miss Ma'am, I feel like yes you. I feel like what happened to you is something that happened similar to a friend of mine, where she's always like she was like, Morgan, I'm not gonna date da 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 woo woo, and guys that were interested in her would come flocking. But then it's like the opposite. The guys that you're interested in don't really want. They don't align. I think it like I have found, and I've found a bit of both. I have went on dates with men, or have had conversations with men
Mm-hmm.
who say they want the same thing, and the conversations don't go anywhere, which is fine. For those that I went on dates with, it didn't work out, and that's okay too. That's okay. Um, going, it's January 26th. We're about to be in a new month.
Yeah.
Maybe in March. I said March. Maybe like February. Maybe like March. We'll try again. I don't know, but I definitely understand like how you feel. Like maybe the mindset. I think the mindset I've been on honestly is
Mm-hmm.
sit in your feelings,
Mm-hmm.
sit in how you feel, sit without moving with distraction. Sit in your feelings, Morgan. That means what? That means cry if you must,
Get it out.
journal if you must, use ChatGPT, talk to your talk to your therapist if
Not
you must.
ChatGPT.
I use ChatGPT a little bit. I'm not gonna hold you. It's just little things, honestly. I've had to really work on, and I told myself this month that I am going to sit with myself, and what that looks like for me is whatever emotions come up, they come up,
Mm-hmm.
we feel it, we sit in it, feel it. Just like how, like, like when I talked to you about when daddy first passed,
Yeah.
I was delirious. I don't remember how upset about, like, I wouldn't say I was delirious. I would say there was a lot of grief, but I was probably operating robotically, probably for the first 2 weeks.
You went
And
to
then
a
I really wasn't sleeping. And then I had to, I cried and I still cry and I still get kind of weird about crying about it now, but I have to take what you said, what my friends said, what my mama has said. It's okay to cry and get it out. It's okay to get it out and shift and move
yeah.
and sitting with myself. I think sitting with yourself without distractions
Mm-hmm.
maybe brings clarity? Question
It
mark?
does.
Maybe
It,
clarity?
it does. It crying and letting it go
Mhm.
fogs your brain and unclogs your heart. I know this sounds crazy, but actually initiating the release of
Mhm.
something makes your entire body feel better. It helps you think. It helps you think and it helps you process a little bit faster because you're not holding any emotion. Holding the emotion. What was the quote that I wrote? I read. Holding the emotion is like holding on to dynamite and hoping it don't explode.
Mm.
Throw it
Yep.
somewhere for it to
Yep.
go ahead and be out of the way so you can be safe within yourself. Don't hold on to anything that hurts you, including grief. We have to reroute how we think about grief. And it's hard to reroute it when you're in the midst of it. But after it, you start thinking about, okay, so what do I do in case this feeling arises again? How do I interact with this feeling? Because I don't want to run away from it, because running ain't going to do nothing but make you want to. How do I actually encounter with this feeling and how do I deal with it? And you will find multiple ways to deal with the same problem in the same situation. And then you end up having choices versus just going to one. I know I'm making a lot of like what the fucks, but honestly, it just helps with the processing. You got to learn how to let pieces of it go. You will never let the full thing go. My dad, like I said, been gone for 20 some years. My brother been gone for about 9. You never let it go, but you can chip off of it. You can start, you know, uh, uh, not allowing it to take a hold of you like it was doing before. You'll be able to laugh more than cry. And when you do cry, it's going to be happy tears. So it's just the longest process. And then you're dealing with not physically seeing that person anymore.
Yeah. And I
It's a lot to deal with at one
it's so, and then it's like it was so much to deal with anyway. But then
time.
I think like when we talk about boundaries and like in the sense of healish,
Mm-hmm.
um, I have to tell people. I feel like moving forward, I have to tell people certain time frames that I probably am not. I might be more sensitive, like
Yeah.
Christmas, New Year's,
Mm-hmm.
Father's Day, his birthday,
Yeah.
um, Mother's Day because we were together on Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, his their wedding anniversary, um, or just in general. Like I miss him a lot.
I understand.
I miss him a lot. And it's hitting a little bit harder. Maybe because today it's just like like I said before, I feel like I smelled his
Mm-hmm.
aftershave, and I was like, "Whoa, I haven't smelled that." And I know that smell anywhere. I know that smell anywhere. So I don't know. And maybe that was your way, Daddy, of saying, "Hey," but seriously, um,
Okay.
seriously, but I'm okay. It's just I'm still shifting through that. I'm still shifting through my grief. I even I posted on Instagram today that be careful, not in to be careful, but another boundary or having discernment is making sure you marry or date somebody that is emotionally available enough to
Mm-hmm.
get you through like losing a parent,
Yeah.
losing a friend, losing a sibling, losing a job,
Mm-hmm.
all those things.
Yeah. More things to add to boundaries, but
Mhm.
we gotta. I hate to do it, but we gotta get to wrapping it up. It's one more section to boundaries that we
Okay.
did not touch. We have talked about families. We have talked about relationships, but whatever ship it may be on. Now it's time to talk about that self-love boundary that we need to create for ourselves. So my final question for tonight
Mhm.
is: how is Morgan creating a safe space for her version of self love? What is Morgan doing for Morgan that says, I love you today? That we're going to continue to do this because it keeps you healthy, it keeps you mentally strong. What is Morgan doing for Morgan to keep her boundaries set?
Because I know you're gonna tell me I can't say working out, so I'm not gonna even say that.
That is
wait,
one
wait,
of.
wait,
Be one
wait,
of
wait.
not the thing, but one of the thing.
No, I was gonna say like that's probably what it like. I wasn't gonna say that because I was gonna say not working out, but because that is one thing to keep me healthy in a sense. But self love, I'm sitting with myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like sitting with myself. Like when I say and I guess if people get to this portion and they're like, what does she keep saying? Sitting with herself, sitting with herself. Because a lot of times, and maybe I've done this in the past where I didn't always sit with my feelings
Mm-hmm.
or sit and not do, sit and not move, sit and not distract. Um, enjoy my own company, enjoy going out with family, friends, and having a good time. Um, I think yeah, I've been wanting to really just work on the way I'm trying to have self love for myself in this season, or at least until we go into in February, is sitting with myself and looking at myself and
Mm-hmm.
saying like, okay, what do you like to do? We love flowers. We love flower making. We love doing bouquets. We love working out.
Yeah.
Okay, we have like we have mental health wise. We have therapists. Physically, we work out. Like like receiving gifts. A way of receiving gifts for any man that watches this. You know, may like your girl.
Oh.
Flowers go a long way, babe. Morgan loves flowers. It's not a specific flower. I just like them. That goes for my brothers too. If you want to give your girl flowers for Valentine's Day because she ain't got no Valentine, flowers. Just saying, y'all are technically still my Valentines, but your wives go first, then me. They always go first before me, and then I'm sorry, wives, then my nieces and nephews, then me. But I'm just saying,
Put me some.
um,
Just put me somewhere in.
just like just slide the flowers, over here this way. But no, a boundary of mine is to sit with me. And what that looks like right now is like re-asking those questions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still I literally had that today where I'm like, what do you like to do
Yeah.
again? Like we do flower, like receiving gifts is flower arranging and all and other things. An acts of service that I do for myself is working out. My mental health, I go to therapy. Um, I go out with friends. I have my family. I have my nieces and nephews. But I think I'm still trying to sometimes figure out what I do for me.
Right.
Like still do for me in spite even though I'm working out, even though I go see a therapist, even though I buy my own flowers, do all these different things. What do I do for me? And
Yeah.
that's a really big see, this is why me and you are friends, because you make me think. You always make me think. But I hope I answered. Yeah, stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. Because you do make me think. You always make me think. That's why we're great friends. Like the Gemini Cancer female womanhood sisterhood is very much real.
I'm gonna make you tap in here and
You
there.
know, you tap in where I'm like, you know what? I thought Erica, I knew what I was doing. I thought.
I mean, it's still a good thought though.
No, it is. It's just like no, really. Like I'm like, do like for real though, Morgan. Like, how do you show up for yourself in a self love type of way? Like I've been saying this for years that I want to romanticize my life, and I have romanticized my life in
Yeah.
a way that makes me happy. But I feel like what I'm hearing, even in the question, which is, what are more ways you can improve self love
Right.
for your life and for you as a human?
Mm-hmm.
What does that look like? And it's like, oh, I don't know if I have the answer for that right now. I'm still trying to figure it out, honestly.
I mean, it's not a question that has to be answered today, but it can be something that you, like you said, you can build upon. In order for you to initiate boundaries, you have to have some with yourself, and you have to
Right.
things for yourself that you understand. So when you go to communicate them, it's
Mm-hmm.
not taboo, it's not on the spot energy, it's not, the on the spot emotions that we normally do. It's well thought out because you live through what you expect. And that expectation for someone else is also what you hold for yourself. That's why
Mm.
mixing, you know.
So
Hmm.
transparency,
Okay.
honesty, because transparency and honesty are two different things in a sense. Transparency is to for someone to be honest without being prompted.
Hmm.
Honesty is, being honest within yourself to be honest, in spite of consequences or no consequences at all. Um, because when I think of like boundaries and self love, then I would say being a transparent, honest, genuine, morally integrate, morally.
Just say the real of it. You trying to find these beautiful language,
Ways to say it. I mean, I want to be like, I want to be the best me I can possibly be.
and that's all you need to be.
Yeah, like I want to be the best me, and I want to show up for me, and I want to advocate for me, and I want to be what I need.
Right.
Because I'm like, nobody's gonna like, and we know the reality of life is nobody's coming to save you. You
Just
have to take care of yourself and worry about you and take on yourself. So I would say I'm still trying to figure out little certain things, but I definitely am in a space of still trying to figure out, the more of the self love piece
right.
and boundaries with that. But yeah.
And that's good. Like seriously, I told you this before. I'm going through a year of I don't like say dating myself, but it's literally what it is. Like I'm going after the things that I like to do. And
Exactly.
I'm
Solo dates. Like, let's do it.
like
Like,
I'm
for real, let's do it. Like, solo
yeah.
dates, potter, because I used to do that too. Like, flower arranging was actually one, like, the flower arranging classes was and is like a part of my self love journey for myself. I started buying flowers for myself, which is ironic and slightly scary. I bought flowers for myself, I think 2 or 3 days before Daddy passed. Or
Mm-hmm.
was it? I don't know. But I posted the video on, I believe, the day of.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember buying myself flowers around that time. And ever since then, I buy myself flowers when I want to buy myself flowers,
Right.
but especially because I like them. They
Right.
make they make me happy. They make me smile. I've done flower arranging classes because it just makes me. It's something to get out the house, but like say it like that. It's something to get out the house, yes. But it's something to do because, oh no, I really like it. Like, no, I like these. I like creating. Like this is the way of creating for me. Then when it came to doing TikTok content and like
Mm-hmm.
fitness content, I like tracking my journey of working out. But I definitely am, I think it's beautiful that you taking this year into 40 and going from, in the 30s to now 40s and
Doesn't
doing this beautiful journey of loving on you. So faux dates, flower arranging classes. We can go to Craze Men. We can go to the Craze place. Sorry, I'm gonna say. We can go to the Craze place if you want. We can go rock climbing. They have a rock climbing
but
spot
hey,
here.
hey, damn it. No, wait a minute now. She said rock climbing.
Okay,
I
we can.
When he don't cook. Why are we going rock?
We're just gonna go up, and then
Mm-mm.
we're gonna come back down.
Mm-mm.
We're gonna go up.
That is your
We're
ministry.
gonna go-
That is your ministry.
It's
I,
not my industry.
it's
No,
your
you
ministry.
okay? So you must. Okay, I don't think people know this about me. I don't do heights anymore, babe. I
Oh,
don't do heights. Like 2022 when I went to the Kendrick Lamar concert,
Mhm.
we were all on the way up in the 300s. When I tell you, I was like, oh no. I didn't realize I didn't realize it was that bad. I didn't realize it was bad until I didn't know that happened with me until then.
Oh
So
wow.
since 2022, like, I don't really do heights, but
Mm-hmm.
rock climbing seems fun.
I'm gonna let you have that. Yeah,
Oh, come on.
happy with the fact that I get to go take myself to Raw next month.
I'm so excited for you. I saw that. I thought you posted about it.
I'm so excited. I'm really going all in. I got my outfit. I'm about to order my championship belt Friday.
Okay.
Like I'm cosplaying and going to see WWE. Like, and I'm so excited about doing that for myself.
I might buy one ticket. I might low key. Might do that.
You're
No,
gonna come see wrestling with me.
I don't mind. No, because I don't mind. Like, I genuinely am in a place of, and I'm not trying to tag along onto your solo date. If that's genuinely what you would like to do, I can always go by myself too. I don't want to take anything away from your date, but you're making me think about stuff like that too, because it's like, I do. I'm not gonna say that out loud, but I do concerts. So I will go to concerts, and that's one way I do my solo love dating on myself, because concerts. I love concerts. I love going in places and doing things. I love traveling. I love focusing on things that make me happy. And like sometimes you have to be. We have to get out of. I feel like as women, you have to get out of not doing things by yourself because you don't have a friend with you. You gotta love your company. You have to love yourself. You came into this world by yourself.
You're gonna be gone by yourself, dude.
You're gonna leave by yourself.
You're gonna peace out by yourself. I'm just gonna let you know. But
you can't. There's so much time. I feel like that is wasted when you don't capitalize on doing things for yourself. Right. And granted, I have no children and I'm single. And Miss Dear Me Queen over here, Miss Erica Dear Me Queen. She is a single mom, kick-ass mom, amazing mom. I can say that on here, right? Okay. Yeah, I can curse on here, but but I'm so proud of you. Like, even back when we went to Atlanta last year for 3 days, but it was great, and you had a great time, and I'm so proud of you and happy for you that you did that, and I'm proud of you for wanting to do WWE. I'm proud of anything that is for the betterment of us as individually. I always champion that. Right. Go and do things by yourself. Go see that movie. Go eat that dinner. Go to that play. Go to that art show. Go to that. They might have a tulip actually show pretty soon.
You and this flower.
At the
but I'm just on solo date right now. But I will go the flower arrangement thing with you. I really want.
Yeah, I honestly I've been sitting waiting on okay, are they gonna do something? Are they gonna do something? Because I like doing things for myself outside. We're not put on this earth just to work.
Facts.
We're not put on
learning that. I'm learning that right now.
We're not, but you're doing it now. You started last year. Stop playing. You started last year. So the fact that you started last year, you are going into this year and doing exactly what you need to do. You are pouring back into yourself. You are loving on yourself. You are doing exactly what you need to do for you.
That made me cry.
As I minister to you, I'm going to speak to myself. Listen, because I know you. I'm proud of you. I've always been proud of you for going, because even when we had our vulnerable talks going to Atlanta, I'm very proud of you wanting to we're falling back in love with yourself.
Not tea
is the most important thing. And the thing is, and then I know for those that are watching, we're in two different spaces. I don't have children and I'm not married. Erica is an amazing mom to our amazing little human. You get on our nerves sometimes, but we love him still.
Yes, Lord.
We love him still, Lord.
I love him.
He's a great drum player. He's a great drum player. But like you said before, going even being comfortable enough to leave, you know, and go and do something for yourself is something you gotta do,
Yeah.
because we only have this one life to live,
Mhm.
and you're saying like 39, 40 is late. No, it's not. I'm talking to myself. Oh, I'm talking to myself.
He's
Like,
minister to you, or I minister
to
to
myself.
myself.
Because it's not too late to do the things that you want to do. It's not too late to figure it out. It's not.
It's
You
not.
are. It's not. Yeah, we're both ministering to each other right now.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, as we always do. But I just hope you. I hope to again just to say this to you again publicly. Like, I'm so proud of you. And I love that you're taking care of yourself. I love that you're pouring back into yourself. I love that you are doing you for you. And our tiny human,
Yeah, I'm trying him. Who's
our
my?
tiny who is grown, almost grown at this point.
I have a teenager this year.
Jesus,
Okay.
like,
Ah!
he's gonna be proud. Like, I feel like the more he observes, because he's now officially about, oh my god, he's about to be a teenager. Like, we're about to have a teenager. Okay.
Teenager.
Like, as he sees you flourish, I think also the other thing, I want to also publicly say this about my mom, that I genuinely will forever love her for, is that she showed me what it was like to see a woman do things for herself, be selfish with herself, in spite of being a wife and a mom and you know, and a great employee at her job before she retired. Like, my mom showed me the blueprint of pouring back into yourself is essential. Loving on yourself is essential. Taking care of you before you take care of somebody else is essential,
So,
because you have to do it. And I hope if you do see this, Mama, I just want you to know that I love you so much, and thank you so much for showing me that. Like, the reason I am the way I am today when it comes to shopping and movies and trips, even though she don't like it, she don't like it, but like certain things, like just certain things, is because of her. Like, she showed me that, and I followed that, and I know with little human, with our tiny human, he will see you do what you're doing and be like, oh, my mom's doing that, I can do it too.
Facts.
And he's gonna probably go, oh, we're not gonna. He's
Like,
gonna
with him being him, he has inspired me to do a lot. And
he's going to be inspired by you to do 10 times more, even, you know, in the next 5 years, the next 10. Oh, we're not going to say 10 years, but the next the next 5. I know, like the next, let's say 5 to 10 years. Like, I really hope that he sees the flourish. I hope he sees the self-love. I hope he sees, like, and he knows by looking at you that, oh, I can do anything. Oh, I can go by myself and do stuff. I don't need friends. Like, granted, friends are great. Friends are great, but loving on yourself and taking and pouring into you matters too.
I need it to be priority in his life.
Yes. Yes.
Before anything comes before yourself, you have to come before everything else. If I'm teaching myself, I have to come before even being I love being a mom. I gotta put in my life. Just decided they wanted to die, but it'll be all right. But that's where I am. It's at peace. It's part of my boundaries. I'm putting me first. But we gotta get up here, man.
That's my tagline. Hold on.
What?
The boundaries for myself is working on myself and loving on myself and taking care of self. And therefore, when I take care of me,
selfishly,
being very selfish. Okay, that is the tagline.
That is the tagline.
That's being very selfish with myself.
Selfishly.
Selfishly is the boundary. Loving on myself selfishly is the boundary. Like taking care of me selfishly is the boundary. Hey, I know you want to kick it, or I know you like me like that, but if you can't love me properly, the way trying to love on myself selfishly,
I gotta kick you out.
go, boo. It's okay.
Ah,
We can still be friends, you know.
you'll be in the corner. You can lurk on my TikTok when you feel like it. Anyway, I want to thank Morgan for coming to the kingdom.
Thank you so much for having me.
The first time kicking it with me on my podcast. And I'm trying to convince her to take over, but she's like, no. So we're gonna have a long conversation about that. Silence for me and the sips, and she sips. But thank you all for who hung out with us tonight. Go rewatch the show. If some gems in here, um, like, subscribe, comment, do all those good things. Push this show into the algorithm, into the live streams. Share with your friends. We are looking for other guests to come hang out in the Queendom for Behind the Pen. And we're also looking for some more conversations. Hopefully, in a couple of weeks, I'll be having a long conversation with my friend.
Not
Huh?
not me getting messages from my family like, oh, I'm watching your podcast.
Look,
Hey guys.
we're working on her. But anywho, we got to get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the love that you've shown thus far. I am your host, Dear Me Queen, Queen of Positivity. That's a little ratchet. I'll see you next time.